So I don't think I've properly introduced myself yet. I'm Joseph, or Joey, and I used to have an RCF, but now let me introduce you to my 2025 Supersonic Red GRC. So I got this car off of Bell Toyota, and they put up a great effort on getting me into this car. I love everything about it. Their interaction, the negotiation, everything was great. And I bought this car brand new off the lot with 12 miles, and I bought the car off the lot. It's a 2025. It's got the updated front bumper, and thankfully it was a manual because the 25s did come with an automatic transmission. So yeah, and it's a new color also. I've only had a black and white car. Nothing else kind of, it really did pop as a color. And they don't really offer anything else for the 25s unless it's the heavy metallic gray, I believe. And then that's about it. I mean, the 24, they had the blue, the special blue, and then yeah. So I think it's perfect. I think I like it. I love the red. Now, don't get me wrong. I loved my RCF. I loved everything about the Lexus F community. I loved everything about the RCF and the ISF. As you all know, my first ever car was an ISF. And then I transitioned over to the RCF, and now I'm here with a GR Corolla. And the reason I probably switched over to a GR Corolla is because I've always loved the hatchback. I've always loved having a manual car. And, it's not that I didn't, like the RCF and its 8-speed automatic transmission. It was just one of those things where I think it was time to move on, and it was time to, I felt like I was chasing the ghost of my ISF. Like, that's just the sad truth about it, I do regret selling the ISF. However, it's brought me a lot of opportunities and built, a lot more relationships with the, F community, buying an RCF. I've got my dream wheels with the RCF, I didn't do much to it. I just did a lip kit, lowering springs, exhaust, and, a little wing riser for it. And that was it. Stuff done to the ISF, the RCF, the build was pretty much done within 3 months. I had the full Lexon lip kit within the first month. I had lowering springs within the first month. The wheels, or the exhaust, I had it within 3 weeks. And then the wheels, that was the last thing I ever did to it until the wing. And it took over a year for me to put another set of mods for the RCF. And it was fun, and I was dailying it, and it was just, at the time, at this time now, like, I daily, I don't have any other car to daily, and the RCF I was dailying, and it's a great ride. It's just, if I can't drive the RCF or any F car the way I want to, then why keep it, it was just time to get a daily, and that was still a fun car, and I felt like the GR Corolla was one of those cars. As far as updates as well, I haven't really introduced myself properly, and this was kind of like a video to kind of set that off, because I just got into a new car, and it's kind of an end of an era of just driving an RC, or like an F product. But yeah, I got a lot of big plans for the channel. I got a lot of big plans for this car, and then on top of that, I just got a recently new camera that it's recording on right now. It's a Sony A7R Mark III. As far as plans for the GR Corolla, as of March 30th, it's Sunday, I will be dropping off the car later today to go get PPF. That's done. I'm gonna go get the car ceramic coated, and then so that's just all happening within the 2 weeks. And then after that, I hope to do a cold air intake and a blow-off valve first. I think those are the first two kind of mods I really want to do on this car. And then after that, as far as kind of transmission-wise, I kind of want to do bushings and a short shifter. After that, I'm not really too sure on what I want to do. after I get a short shifter. I have a couple things in mind, but I don't know if I want to go that route until I kind of fully break the car in. I don't really want to do anything too crazy on it. There is a lot of videos that I've watched, you know, with the downpipe and, you know, all this intercooler stuff and exhaust. It sounds great, but I think I'll wait on that. And then as far as lip kits go, it's a new pretty much front bumper. So I'm pretty much just kind of waiting what kind of front lips and kits kind of come out for the facelift, and then go from there. I have a couple ideas, but not sure yet. And I think maybe this time also I'll probably go with paint match kind of stuff instead of just having carbon. I do love carbon, but I think on the red it would definitely look better with paint match. So yeah. And then as far as exhaust systems go, obviously, you know, you have a downpipe, midpipe, and all that stuff, and, you know, the catback or the axle back. As far as the exhaust goes, though, I think I want to really end up keeping the 3 tips, just because, you know, you have 100 horsepower per tip and 100 horsepower per cylinder. So I think that's a pretty cool kind of like unique way of kind of showing what the car is. And I still have my old plate from my RCF, which is Fuji V8, and I kind of need to change that. I'm still kind of thinking of what plate design and kind of what I want to, what plate name I want to go with. Yeah, so I just want to give you guys an update on that and what the plans are for this channel. I think